Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to Agape Tarot. This is for cup number 2 and those who chose the card choice. So, that is card number 33. So let's go ahead and get into your cup, and then we will pull some cards. And we will start with your plate. What I notice is that there is a split between two things right off the bat. So two things that are different. I feel like because one is inside and the other is outside, it's choosing between something you already have and something that you don't. I see a crab. Somebody may be Cancer here, or Cancer also does represent the High Priestess, and I feel like we need to trust our intuition. For some of you, this could be merging of two different things. So you may choose to just merge two things instead of choosing between them. And let's get to your cup. I see things that are very clear, like things have been very smooth sailing for you. There's nothing in this part of the cup. But then as we get to here, it almost reminds me of like an oil well or like an oil tower, and I see oil just gushing. Maybe you might be striking, not oil per se, but something of value. This can also represent a tower. So for some of you, you could be experiencing somewhat of a tower where things are going to change. Dramatically. Because I'm seeing the word very, very, very much changed. I feel there is a spirit around some of you that you may see signs. Excuse me. Yeah. That you may see signs that they may be leaving you. Little tokens of love showing you that they are still around. I see a heart here. This is somebody who, for some of you, I see mom. So for some of you, your mom may be around. She may be sending you little signs um, to indicate that she is here. I'm also seeing a arrow, and this arrow is pointing at the bottom of this oil rig or whatever that is, and I feel like it's like you're being directed where to go to, you know, strike it rich or have more increase in your finances. Eleven and 17 may be of importance for someone. I'm also seeing the dragon and a cat and rooster. Also seeing an arrow going up. So things were neutral and then it shoots up. So, you know, this is that humdrum, nothing's happening, and then all of a sudden something shoots up. For some of you, it may be not a straight shot. It may be a little, you know, this way, that way. I'm also seeing a bird. Birds may be significant. If you're seeing birds that you normally do not see, pay attention. I'm also seeing someone like jumping for joy. Like I strike it rich and jumping for joy. So, you know, people do win the lottery. But you can't win if you don't play. Someone has a little fur baby. I see a dog and cat. This could also represent your sign, but I feel like it's a new little fur baby. I'm also seeing an elephant. Elephants represent luck, endurance, and they also don't forget. So you have the ability to remember things which can serve you well in your future. I'm also seeing a boat coming into port. This could be, you know, just that ship coming in. And I'm also seeing monkey. Okay, we're going to get to your cards. So we got a choice. And I will be reading that from the book as soon as we do all your cards. Let's see what we have for cup number 2. We have gratitude. Cup number 1 also got that. We have curiosity and energy. So, you know, when we're curious about something, we explore. We check it out. We're seeing if something is right, and there's an energy of gratitude and curiosity going on here. But I feel like for some of you, you have a lot of energy and you're learning where to tap that energy into. Where do I put my energy? So let's go ahead and get some of these. These are such beautiful cards. I love these new cards of mine. Take that one, this one, and the one from the back of that one. Okay. We have discernment. We have fragments, putting the pieces together. And I've seen that in the plate where we're putting two things together for some of you. Some of you may still choose something different. And then perceptive. So we have perceptive, discernment, and fragments. Knowing how, the fragments remind me of someone who's putting the pieces together, the missing link. And we have, you're very perceptive of what it is that you want and where it is that you need to be putting that energy. She's holding the world in her hand. And I'm just hearing, you know, the world is your oyster. There's a pearl there. There's something there. And then we have the beautiful discernment. What I'm seeing is an eye in a heart. It's like you're staying focused on what it is that truly calls to you. It's using emotional intelligence. When you look at something and you see something, there's an emotional intelligence that helps you decide where it is that this energy is going. So let's go ahead and pull some of these. Take that one, and that one. So we got a time for healing. Expect a powerful change. And I said that there's a big change that is going to be happening. A personal issue reaches a resolution. So that personal issue could be just having to make decisions on what to choose, what fragments in life, you know, if we break our life down into fragments, what we want to keep and what is no longer serving us anymore. And the crazy thing is, there's an eye in her heart and there's an eye in this lady's hand. I don't feel this as like a tower card. It's just bits and pieces that just need to come together. So let's go ahead and get some tarot. Everything was already pre-shuffled from the last reading for the first cup. I felt that one. We're taking that one. This one. This one. This one, we're taking that one. Taking that one. And we're taking that one. And that one. Okay. Let's see what we have. So we have the Page of Pentacles. This is fresh, new ideals, learning. A new opportunity. We have the Six of Cups, learning from the past, learning what we want to keep. You know, it shows the dog, and cup number one also got this. It shows growth. Here we have a puppy and a child, and then we have a man and a grown dog. It's what has been true blue and loyal to you in life. These fragments, this keeping what works and getting rid of things that did not work out, bringing oneself, I don't want to say whole again, but yeah, we're healing something within ourselves. We're purging things that are no longer working. We have the Five of Wands. This is that getting ahead. Competition. I'm hearing there's, you know, somebody's got to win. There's always a winner. There's always that first place. And then we have second, third, fourth, fifth place. I feel like we're in a good position to be in first place. We have the Five of Cups, letting go of things, starting new, starting afresh, allowing the emotional attachments to the fragments that you are going to be letting go of. We have to release it. We have to release the attachments to the things that you're releasing. We have Two of Pentacles. And I'm hearing what goes down must go up, what goes up must go down. But it is about a choice. Do we want to release these things and pull in the fragments that serve us, and letting go of the things and having the gratitude for those fragments that you're letting go of, even though they're not needed anymore? They don't serve you anymore, but they did at some point. We have the Three of Wands. This is waiting for the wave, to ride that wave. She's waiting to get out there. She's waiting for the wave that's going to propel her into a more abundant time. And then we have the High Priestess. And I said with the one, you know, the perception and the discernment. And wow, with the Ace of Swords, clarity, clear thinking, trusting your intuition. And this just leads up. You know, the Ace of Swords, it's a higher learning, a higher thinking. Because there's clarity. You're tapping into your higher self that is directing you and helping and guiding you to a decision, a choice that you're going to make that's going to change your life. So let's go ahead and get some of these. That one, that one, that one. I don't know why, but I want that one too. Okay. So we got the Hangman. First cup also got the Hangman, but in this deck. This particular deck, there's padlocks on his feet and hands, but he holds the key. And this is about waiting, choosing your moment that's going to unlock and unfold everything and create those big changes. We have the Page of Pentacles again. You know the way. You know the direction. He's flipping a coin to which direction. He has the map at his feet. There's the sign here. You can go this way, you can go that way. But I don't feel this is a coin toss for you. You know the way. You know what side that coin's going to be on. We have the Death card. This is cutting ties with those fragments to have a new beginning. I feel like there's just some things in your life that you haven't been able to let go of. But there's a curiosity that's stirring, making you wonder, if I let go of these things, how will my life change dramatically? We have the Two of Pentacles again. Now, there is no up and down. This is equal. And I feel like, you know, if this person was to step to this side, it would be like this Two of Pentacles. One up, one down. Same with the other side. One up, one down. And I said, when we bring things together in your plate, it becomes one. And we have the infinity symbol here. There's something about balance and steadiness here. You know, the cat is about to jump on this, which is going to throw this off balance. So it's knowing the right weight pressure point to stay steady. So one thing doesn't outweigh the other. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is the Queen of Earth. She's abundance. And I did tell cup number 1 to watch this, because there's a few cards that they got as well. And they also got the Queen of Pentacles, but in the other deck. She is grounded. She is secure. She's a nurturer. This card shows this woman with gray hair wisdom. She's wise with her choices, because her choices have created the abundance and the luxury that she now shares. And, you know, the Queen of Pentacles, she shares her bounty. She shares what she has cultivated. Unlike the Queen of Wands that always shows the cat, there are 4 cats here. Cats are very intuitive. And there's 4, which is stable, like the legs of a table. I feel like your intuition is, you know, with the High Priestess, your intuition, your discernment is spot on right now. It's steady, it's stable, trust it. All right, we're gonna get some of these, and I split up the deck because these are just too thick, and I'll take a couple from here and a couple from the other side. And that one. Okay, let's take a look. discipline. We have mastery, discipline, working smart, focus, structure, learning a skill in the flow. At this time, the situation or outcome is unlikely to occur. So if there's something that you were hoping to hear, a question you had, this could be concerning health, because we did get the healing card. So that worst case scenario is unlikely. We have the castle. So we have praise for achievements, wealth, history, your story. You know, when we have a house and we accumulate so many things, everything is our history of how we've lived, what we have cherished, what we have possessed in our lifetime. It's the fragments of our life that we fill our homes with. We have thunderstorm, power, destruction. And we've seen that in the cup when we, the oil rig. I also said that it could be some type of tower for some. So if things have gotten out of control, it's time to shift that energy, because we have an energy shift here and we have the energy card. So when we shift our energy or our thoughts to more positive, we have the triumph over evil, or the triumph over, the conflict or the opportunity to overcome something. We have the child. This is your inner child. This is exploration. And we have curiosity. And I feel like this is a time to, those inner child, those things that we thought to do or wanted to do when we were younger that maybe we never did. I feel like there's a curiosity coming back that is coming from your childhood that maybe you need to explore. And then we have shield. There's a protection, support. This is also saying to stand up for what you want, okay? And warding off unwanted energies, okay? So if there's fragments in your life that are not serving your highest good and they're bringing your energy down, it's time to purge those things. We're going to get some witches cards, and then we will read from 33. That one. And that one. Sigil sorcery. The witch has created a sigil, a personal magical symbol just for you. Close your eyes, tune in, and feel her drawing it into your energy field. You are protected, you are safe, and you are loved. It could have been one of the animals that were in the cup. And then we have the threefold return. Mind the threefold law. You should. 3 times bad, 3 times good. The law of threefold return. The witch reminds you that the energy we send out returns to us to the power of 3. So the more energy, the positive energy that you put out, the more positive energy comes back to you. If you're putting out negative, that also will come back to you. So that is your choice. Making decisions that reflect reverence for yourself and all other life. Card number 33. Making a choice would seem to be a simple matter, and so it is when a life-supported balance is struck between spiritual freedom and the earthly school responsibility. Spiritual freedom is the inner aspect of choice that urges you to live as a part of an all-encompassing and whole planetary system. And she holds Earth in her hands. You are learning to consider your spirit's perspective, not kidding, so that you can accept greater responsibilities for encouraging the restoration of your physical environment. When making a choice, it isn't just which opinion you choose. It is the quality, intention, and commitment. That's why y'all need to watch the other one, because commitment was in there. I knew there was a connection between these two. From which you choose that course of action that tells you whether or not your spirit is engaged in the discussion or the decision. As a human being, you are not asked, for example, to choose between wealth and poverty, but to choose a fair exchange from the system for providing necessary and meaningful service. And this is what I was talking about, the choice and bringing things together. It says you are not asked to choose between celibacy and sexuality, but to create a relationship that supports mutual giving and receiving of love. You are not asked to choose between eco-spirituality and eco-destruction, but rather to establish an honorable means of balancing all needs for life. This important card has been drawn because you are in the need of making choices that are more consistently reflected reflecting a reverence for yourself and all other life. And that's crazy that we got the Two of Pentacles, the balancing. It's not one or the other. It's merging things. It's bringing in all the fragments of life to bring about harmony and balance. So we are going to leave it there. Thank you so much, my angels, my guides. Thank you all who are viewing my channel, subscribing. I really appreciate it. It keeps me motivated. It keeps me wanting to, put more videos out there when I can. I do work and I try to put out as much content as I can on my days off. So I thank you so much. Many blessings and peace out. Agape.